Common knowledge says that you should always play 40 cards in your deck, but in 2022, we've seen duelists play far more than that, and we're going to do some math and talk about why.
An average Punk Synchro deck is going to be playing 3 copies of Foxy Tune and only a single copy of Deer Note.
So with that said, we're going to assume you always want to open a single copy of Foxy Tune and you never want to draw your Deer Note.
You might be familiar with the hypergeometric distribution used to calculate the probability of having a certain card in your opening hand. At the time of this recording, StatTrek isn't working, but with a population size or deck of 40 cards, with 3 copies of Foxy Tune and a 5-card opening hand, we would have about a 30% chance of opening a single copy of Foxy Tune and about a 13% chance of opening a single copy of Deer Note. We're going to expand that distribution for 40 through 60. Running this code gives us this table: 30% for a 40-card deck and 21% for a 60-card deck. When we plot this, we see that as our deck size goes up, our probability of opening Foxy Tune goes down. When we plot the same distribution for opening Deer Note, we see that for every card we add to our deck, we're about 0.5% less likely to open our Foxy Tune and just over 1/5% less likely to open our Deer Note. Because opening Foxy Tune decreases at a higher rate than opening Deer Note, it seems playing 40 cards is ideal. However, this isn't how Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck building works. A Punk deck is also going to be playing a certain number of Xayamine and Emergency Teleport to help find Foxy Tune, which for our example we can treat as our 4th through 9th. With 9 copies of Foxy Tune in the deck, we're just under 1/5% less likely to open Foxy Tune. Notably, this is now less than the rate of change for our single copy of Deer Note. Now, we are decreasing our chance of opening Deer Note at a higher rate than we are decreasing our chance to open Foxy Tune. In this case, playing more than 40 cards is superior.
Of course, there are many other reasons to play more than 40 cards. Maybe you're trying to fit in more engines or archetypes than can fit into a 40-card deck, or maybe you have a true Garnet in your deck you absolutely cannot afford to draw without costing yourself the duel. Regardless of the case, this math is always playing out in the background whether or not duelists are aware of it, and becoming more aware of how math affects your opening hands could make the difference in your next duel.